Okay, this video is important. I have information related to this shooting, and it's very important information. Please listen to the whole thing. You'll see that this video is one of the most important videos you've heard in your life if it's the first video of mine you've ever heard. So first of all, we see that the shooting is said to have taken place, according to the transcript, at X-Storm and Balboa. So there's a storm coming into the Midwest. I'm actually from California. I moved to Michigan in December of last year, 2025. Okay, and so there's a storm coming in, and it has caused me to have certain problems here, and I don't want to give away too much information here, so I'm going to leave that alone here. If they want to investigate and ask me questions in person, I'll explain. So it also took place on Balboa. So X-Strom and Balboa. And X-Strom scrambled is key storm. It's key. And so here you have me in the Midwest. Also Balboa. You have Baal, who's the enemy of God in the Bible, and Boa, right? The type of snake. Boa scrambled also is Obi Alpha. And Obi means King Hard Hut Essence Center Temple Core in the Igbo language. Obi is Igbo spelled backwards. And we see that Kuro Obi in the martial arts means black belt. And Obi, again, is a word that symbolizes rank, right? Black belt. Obi, King Hard Hut Essence Center Temple Core, right? Okay. Now, we see that this took place in San Diego, which is a play on words for Daigo. And the storm in the Midwest is said to be coming from Chicago, right? Chicago, right? Daigo. And San is the play on words for sun. And it also took place in the Claremont community in San Diego. I went to school in Southern California in Claremont, which is by Los Angeles, give or take. That's where I went to high school, in Southern California. It's one of the high schools I went to. Now, why this thing centers around me has to do with who I am, right? I'm from the royal family of Dr. Martin Luther King's tribe, the Igbos, okay? And I have a top martial arts challenge since 2013. The first time I made a challenge that was very important was in 2012. I was already a grand champion by then, and I was 30 years old then. So much time has gone by that I'll be 45 this year. So I've been making challenges for 15 years. And I'm victorious, beat all the challengers. Countless people have conceded. So many people have conceded that I'm the top martial artist ever possible, but they're afraid to rally to me. It's a story for another day. It has to do with what's going on here. Now, I've been looking into this thing for quite some time. What the wordplay shows us consistently is that people are being punished for shunning me. People are doing what they say, and they're being punished. For example, the word Ebola, right? They have the word Igbo again, right? Igbo spelled backwards, Obi, going back to the belt, and in the Igbo language, it means King Heart Essence Center Temple Core. Okay, they're shunning me, and they've been shunning me my whole life. And these people are sex cult people, right? Secret society, right? Secretion, secrete, right? And you have fraternities, and who fraternizes with who? Social clubs, and who socializes with who? And it all goes back to this kind of sex cult stuff, this kind of Epstein sort of stuff, but it's much more dark than Epstein at face value. It's very much cult stuff, and I've proof of this, definitive proof. I have 23 witnesses on record, and I'm targeted heavily because of it, because the information I have is the most important information in human history. It has to do with the second coming of Christ, and it has to do with it in a way that's scientifically sound, okay? In a way that is based on fact-based evidence that people don't want to debate me about. So see my Proof I'm Christ playlist, okay? The word martial is marital scrambled, I, Christ, and the bridegroom. Karate, right, in Hebrew means to make a covenant with. It means to read, to cut a covenant, to make, to call. So it has to do with drawing on the Spirit of God. Now, karate is like, when they do the wordplay quite often, they use a word that's like a hint, right? The word hunt, for example, is a play on words for hint. And Nimrod was a mighty hunter before the Lord. Ham begot Cush, Cush begot Nimrod. Nimrod was a mighty hunter before the Lord. And the word champion has the word ham in it. And there's all kinds of stuff like this out there, okay? The word Christ has the word hit scrambled into it. We see in Isaiah, it says that righteousness and faithfulness are the belt and sash. And I can go on and on about the connections between martial arts, right? The Lord is the word, the Lord is his name, Exodus 15:3. Isaiah 42:13, the Lord marches out as a champion, as a warrior. We see at Psalm 19, where it says the sun is the symbol of the champion, the bridegroom, right? And Psalm 18 makes it clear that it's a martial art champion, as is Proverbs 30, verse 4. And there's countless scriptures like this. In Job, gathering the lightning with his hands and commanding it to strike its mark. Okay, or gathering the lightning in some sort, form or fashion. I'm doing this all off the top of my head here because I'm about to run out of memory on my phone. So I'll be making more videos about this. They hack my phone. They make it very hard for me. They're fuming and poisoning me, changing the sound of my voice. There's a bunch of white supremacist elite cults involved, Jewish supremacist elite cults, and LGBT supremacist elite cults. And so there's lots of connections here. So stay tuned to part 2. Please subscribe. I'll put the link to my Proofs of Christ playlist. I'm almost out of time here, so I'll leave it there.